I haven't.
My name's Rrtirement, and one of the questions I have is how can my pension come from Delphi, a company I never worked for? I sent to the Social Security Board and asked them to send me information about my work history, and it showed that I worked for General Motors and American Axle. I never stepped foot in the Delphi plant, but yet my pension's coming from Delphi. It's now going to the GP, pension guaranteed, and going to be paid by the government. And I guess I still don't understand why, and that's one of the questions I have. When I tried to get my work history from Fidelity, they said that it must have got lost and was in General Motors archives someplace, and it took me 2 years to finally get my work history, and then it had been altered and showed that I worked for Delphi as far back as 1975. It was about 1,200 of us white shirts that transitioned from General Motors to American Axle. At this point, I haven't lost anything. Within the next few months, I will be losing up to 50% of my pension.
What about your health care plan, Rita? What happened?
My health care is covered under the hourly because my husband was hourly and he's deceased, so I have beneficiary benefits. But I have lost through General Motors my optical and dental.
Are you aware that the optical and dental is now being given to the officials of the United Auto Workers?
Yes. Delphi salary people from the Delphi plants themselves have lost all their medical.
At this time?
Yes, we're trying to work together with the white collars that have a lawsuit out right now.
Okay.
Are the pensions from the white collar workers also being paid by the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation?
Yes, they were just turned over. We all got our letters.
And when the PBGC takes over, have they actually reduced or altered the actual payment arrangement that was made before?
They're going to be altered, and that information will be given out in the next 2 months. It should be, if we calculated it right, January should be our first reduction in our pensions.
When you mentioned that you may lose up to 50% of their benefits, do you have any idea what that monetarily will cost you, either on a monthly, yearly, or overall basis?
Not until I find out if we're going to lose it at 30% or 50% of our pension. I'm assuming that those who are not drawing Social Security will lose. Those who are not drawing Social Security will lose 50%. Those who are drawing Social Security will lose 30%.
Can you give me an example of what an average pension check might be in terms of what percentage would be lost of that? You don't have to be giving me your specific one.
Probably up to $1,000 a month.
So losing 50% of that would be, you may only get a check for $500?
Right. In the news this past week, they announced that Delphi is part of the new GM. My question is, did Delphi ever leave GM? That question needs to be answered too. It just seems so strange that they have said that Delphi is now part of the new GM. Okay, as a surviving spouse of a blue-collar worker, I received part of my medical and my pension from a blue-collar worker. One of the things is that I keep getting letters in the mail from the UAW asking me to pay $2 for representation as a surviving spouse. I have not done that. I don't think I should do it. Everything I see on the news and I've read is that the UAW does not represent retirees. I also have a friend who just retired in March who, as of this day, has got $2 taken out of his pension for the UAW. And the UAW has made a point to say that they do not represent our retired hourly workers.
So then what choice do they have? They do not have a vote in the union meetings. They do supposedly have retiree representatives for the union, But what representation do the retirees have now?
They have none through the UAW. They have no representation to the UAW. The UAW bargains for the workers that are working now, but everything that they bargain for has nothing to do with the retirees who are out there now.
Is it part of the charter or the labor constitution that the retirees are supposed to be represented in a particular way?
They say that they're supposed to be represented, but everything you read and say during all the last strikes and everything, it says that the UAW does not bargain for their retirees.
All right, thank you.
America idled, and then we go on to tell how they idled us. And like Stacy said, I'm 47. Are they going to throw me away? You know what I mean?